come in at this point. But first, I will say the incident that has been made reference to by Hussein Khaled there in Malindi was reported on by the Daily Nation. And this is it: mother from hell, woman starved, suffocated to death, own children to, quote, please God. And now, you can find the article. It was penned by Alex Kalama, and we'll get more into this. But what stood out for me, as I'm sure it has for many people, is the children, and the children being subjected to starvation. In this case, we are told that the children, there were 3 children, one survived, and told investigators how the other 2 children were starved and then suffocated by their mother. And let me just find a quote here. Speaking to journalists during the operation to arrest the pastor, and this is the grandparent to the children. He said the main suspect had been claiming that there are disasters that may be witnessed in the near future, and therefore it is good for the children to die so that they can inherit the kingdom of heaven. If I scroll back up, I see that the 3 are suspected, and the 3 being, actually, let me just find that report for you. The mother is a worshipper in Pastor Mackenzie's church, and according to investigating officer Joseph Yator, drawn from the DCI in Malindi, police managed to rescue a 3rd child. As I mentioned, the rescued child narrated the sufferings his 2 siblings underwent after being starved for some time before their mother suffocated them to death. So, in this case, where the children are concerned, Sekou, there is a case to answer here for Paul Mackenzie, should he be found to have indoctrinated, because indoctrinate is a word we have been using a lot in the course of this last week, to have indoctrinated these parents.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure based on that. We will still need a lot more evidence. There may be a little more clarity with regard to the mother, because she suffocated the children, if that's the truth. Whether Paul Mackenzie was there and actually instigated whatever went into that, I am not so sure. That will be the evidence. And I think we need to remember, especially with regard to children, the responsibility for children's spiritual, physical, and social well-being is primarily with the parents. So that breach, if any, is going to be on the part of the parent. On the part of the parent, I can say the culpability is as clear as maybe. On the part of the pastor, you would have a lot of work to do, because then you see you have to attach that decision by the mother specifically on the pastors. The law talks about counseling and persuading and whatever. So you must say that it's a pastor who actually told her, do this, and that she would not otherwise have done it, but for his insistence or exercising of some pressure of some kind on him. That will not be easy. I can say it for now, unless a lot more evidence is found there.
Okay, but if I look at that statement that the judiciary released, and I have a clearer copy now in my possession.